Please adhere to YouTube select guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm traveling nearly 3 hours to ride on a steam train in Japan. To be precise, today I'm heading to Usui Pass Railway Heritage Park in Gunma Prefecture, which is run by JR East and which opened in 1998 after the closure of the historic Usui Pass Railway section. They've got many cool trains on display, and they've also got a couple attractions as well, such as a steam train that you can pay to take a short ride on. Sounds pretty interesting to me, and so as such, I figured, hey, why not go check out the railway park today, take a look around the local area, and just see what's going on in general. And so as such, well, that's exactly what I'm doing. But I am not currently anywhere near the Usui Pass Railway Heritage Park. As said, it's about 3 hours away. And I'm walking to Matsudo Station in Chiba Prefecture right now. Before I get on the train, I've got to make sure I grab myself a little bit of food from a convenience store because there are no convenience stores near the railway park. But once I get on the train, it'll be about, I want to say, 2.5 hours until I get there. So I do suppose I should probably just continue walking, get my food, get on the train, and get over to the Usui Pass Railway Heritage Park. It's currently 7:25. If everything goes to plan, should be getting there around 10:30. Looking forward to it, you know what I'm saying? Looking forward to it, I will acknowledge. Let's keep walking. So I've just been looking at the map as I'm walking, and there are two main different options I can take to get to where I want to go. I can either take local trains all the way there, which will cost 2,310 yen and take 3 hours and 1 minute, or I can spend more. I can spend 4,710 yen and it takes 2 hours and 21 minutes, but I also get to ride on a new Shinkansen, the Jotsu Shinkansen. And I'm kind of tempted to do that. I do kind of want to ride on a new Shinkansen, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to. I might have to do that. Alright there, y'all. I'm gonna go and run into Family Mart, get myself a pack of smokes, a can of alcohol, 4 onigiri, and a bottle of water, if I can. That's the plan. Thank you so much. Arigatou gozaimasu. There we go, y'all. Got my smoke, got 3 onigiri, got a can of alcohol, and I got a bottle of water. I'm gonna go and pull up the directions and figure out exactly which route I want to take. So let's take a look. Let's go ahead, reset it real quick. And let's see. All right, 2 hours, 54 minutes. That's on local. I think I'm gonna go 2 hours, 22 minutes, 7:40 to 10:02 right here. I think I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes. Shinmatsudo.
この電車は武蔵野線府中本町行きです。次は南流山です。This is the Musashi Line train for Fuchu-Honmachi. Please off your seat to those who may need it.
just gotten to Omiya Station. Now I've just got to figure out where to get my Shinkansen ticket. And then I gotta go on that for like 20 minutes and then transfer again. But I gotta go up. There we go, y'all. Got my ticket. No complaints. I've got to head through to platform number 18.
17番線電車到着です。ホームをご通行。
Now I need platform 5 for the Shin-Etsu line. And I think this is my train right here. Which way is the front? I think this way is the front of the train. That's the back of the train, this is the front of the train. Let's sit at the front.
バスの発車10時5分です。車内に落とし物、お忘れ物ないようご注意ください。
こんにちは。はい。ありがとうございます。Got some anime mascots at the front. Of course, you know, always got. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it is very pretty over here. It is very pretty. It is exceedingly pretty. They got Dr. Pepper in a vending machine over there. I think I might have to grab. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to grab that now. So now that I've arrived at Yokogawa Station, I think I'm just gonna look around for a minute, see if I can find a smoking area. Because if I can find a smoking area before going to the Usui Pass Heritage Railway Park, I would like to. I'd like to have one beforehand, but if I can't find one, it is what it is. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. We got here 2 minutes earlier. Well, actually, a little bit more than 2 minutes earlier than Google Maps said I was going to. Can't complain about that. Man, I gotta admit, the view is gorgeous. I mean, like, look at that view, y'all. You've got mountains all over. And we are just right in a valley nestled into just the beginning of them. And, well, makes sense why they have the Heritage Park right there, because, well, there used to be a pass going through those mountains. Wow, very pretty, not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna get myself a Dr. Pepper. I want a Dr. Pepper. How much is this Dr. Pepper gonna be? 140 yen. Good price, for real. Bet. I'm gonna sit down at a bench I saw, drink my Dr. P real quick before I go over to the Railway Museum. Heritage Park. Y'all know what I mean. Smoking area. I don't see a smoking area though. I will acknowledge I don't think there is one here. I think I'm gonna have to wait and take a look around and figure out where one might be. But I don't think here is the place one is at, because I don't see no ashtrays. I will acknowledge if I saw some ashtrays, I'd say, yeah, absolutely right here, but I'm not thinking that's the case. I will acknowledge. Go crack it open. Started feeling a little bit sleepy on the train ride. I'll acknowledge I've been out of it for a little while, so I think having a little bit of sugar and a little bit of caffeine hopefully will wake me up just a little bit before going to the Heritage Railway Park that I want to go to. Overall, the train ride was pretty good. Took the Musashino line to the Saikyo line, then took the Shinkansen, and then the Shin-Etsu line. And it's the end of the Shin-Etsu. I'm getting more jumbled up. Right here, Yokogawa Station, which is, of course, where I just got off at. It's the end of the Shin-Etsu line, which I believe just runs from Takasaki to Shin-Etsu. I could be wrong about that, though. It might run a little bit further, but I don't believe it does. But, dang, it's pretty. It's so pretty. Like, just the mountains, the sheer cliff face up there as well. And these ain't small mountains either. These are pretty big, and we're just right nestled into the valley. I mean, look, let me show y'all where we are on the map right now. Because this is my first ever time in Gunma Prefecture as well. I've never been in Gunma Prefecture before. I've been very close to the border, but never actually in Gunma Prefecture. But here's where I am. And then if we want to go take a look at where Tokyo is right there. So it's a little bit far, I'll acknowledge. I'm right over here, Tokyo's over there. We came from Saitama, well, started off in Chiba, went through Saitama, now we're in Gunma. And we can just see it's just a valley nestled in between all of the mountains. And I'm looking forward to enjoying the view today, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the trains. I'll acknowledge it's a couple minutes walk over to the Usui Pass Railway Heritage Park. It's not a far walk by any means. It's literally right next to the track. It's using so it closed the Heritage Park opened when the Usui Pass closed, and so they're using some of the old stuff from that for some of the stuff there, so it's basically right on where the line was to an extent. But just taking a look, I'm thinking I've got one or two things I want to hit up after I hit up the railway park. There's that right there. I think I'll hit that up. And then there's also that right there. And this is the old substation for, I believe, the Usui Pass. I want to say, I could be wrong, but I want to say it's the old substation for that. And so I was thinking that might be cool to go hit up. There is a bridge as well, way up here, but I don't know if I'm willing to walk an hour and 19 minutes all the way there and then all the way back. If I had a car, I'd totally go there, but I don't. And I'm not quite willing to walk all that ways, I'll acknowledge. But it looks like a very pretty bridge. My shin. I hit my shin right here. That hurt. Well, I'm gonna go and grab my backpack and I'm gonna get moving. I want to go see some cool trains. And I believe the steam train that I want to ride starts, I think so they have it's an 800 meter track, and they have like in the early morning when they first open a diesel train running. And then at around about 11:30, I think they switch over to the steam train. And then after, I think it's like 3:30, they switch back to the diesel. So, yeah, I got about an hour and a half, I think, up until the point where the steam train starts moving. But there's plenty of time to explore just a little bit. Alrighty though, not forgetting anything. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'm gonna walk over that way. I don't know what's going on over there. Overall, very solid bathrooms, in my personal opinion. Absolutely no complaints on my behalf, and it actually felt pretty nice inside the bathrooms, somehow. I don't think there was any AC, but it just felt pretty nice, I'll acknowledge. Like, it was just a little bit cooler than being out here. Probably just because I wasn't in the sun. It says don't enter, but I think this is the way I'm supposed to go to get the museum, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't refer to pedestrians. I'm pretty confident that it's referring to cars. I'll acknowledge, if I had to guess at least, but yeah, looks like that's what we're looking for right over there. I saw these two little buildings and I was like, oh my goodness, is that a smoking area? No, not a smoking area. I do wonder if the Heritage Railway Park will have a smoking area or not. I don't know. The Railway Museum in Saitama had one. I don't know if this place will. They totally should if they don't know. That's what I'm saying. Holy crap, though. Look at that view. I gotta take a photo of this. But man, that is just beautiful. That's just gorgeous. Gotta do it to them, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's go. We can see, alright, first train spotted right there. Very nice. And so one other thing to mention is that a lot of the trains in this Heritage Park were previously used on the Usui Pass section of railway that closed in, I think, 1997, and this place was opened in 1998. And then there's a bunch of other trains that were used in this local area, and just some trains in general. Konnichiwa. Just one. Arigatou gozaimasu. Bet. And we are in. Got my ticket. 700 yen entry. Not too bad by any means, in my personal opinion. There's the steam train now. Let's go look at some trains. Here's the first one. And this is the elevated track that the steam train runs on. I love this one though. Like, very industrial, like non-commuter trains, or just locomotives that have no like passenger compartment except for the driver. I'm a huge fan of, like, just aesthetics wise, and I'm just a fan. I like it. Oh, I'm gonna go up the stairs, take a look inside. Of course. Then after that, I think I'm gonna walk through here and go take a look at what else there is. There are a lot of trains here though. I think there's over 25 of them, if I remember correctly. Hell yeah. Very cool. Very cool. No complaints, no complaints. For the moment, I'm gonna walk through this way, and I'm gonna see what's over here and see if I can find a smoking area anywhere. I don't think I'm gonna be able to though, but you never say never. Never say never. You never know. The track's just running right through. There's lots of little carousels for kids to ride on, whatnot. They've definitely done a good job of making this area pretty attractive to families, I'll acknowledge. We've got a really old Coca-Cola vending machine. Dang. I have to take a look at that in a little bit. Ooh, where do I want to start though? So I already took a look at that train back there. Take a look at this one. Figure, yeah, might as well take a look at this one. Just take a look at all the trains I want to look at as I'm walking, I think. Not going to start in any particular area besides where I already am. This is a limited express train, if I remember correctly. I don't know what the actual designation or name or what type of train this is, but it is a limited express train. I do know that. I've actually seen one of the trains in this style and paint job before. I think it was at the Tobu Museum, if I remember correctly, but they only had like the front half of it. What? Yeah, I'd say this is pretty nice. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'd take this train, even today. I'd be perfectly content taking this train. I wouldn't really want to sit in this train right now, though, because there's no AC in here. So it's a bit warm. But it is nice. Like, frankly put, these seats look comfy, and honestly, that's all I need. That's all I need. Need a comfy seat. They got a caboose, too, I think. A little bit rusty. No biggie, though. No entry at the moment. $9.4 tons, I assume? I think I'm going to walk around the building right now. What is this over here? 100 yen. Oh, wait, and you can like power it and go either way, I think. So do I go behind the building or do I go up and around? I think I'm going the wrong way. I do think I am going the wrong way because it looks like there's just a hill back here. You know, I'm already walking this way. I'd might as well check anyway. On Google Maps, it makes this whole area look like really flat besides the mountains. This is not flat even when you're not at the mountains. But yeah, looks like all the rest of the trains that are outside are up there. Excuse me. So you're supposed to walk through the building to go up the stairs to get to them. Makes sense. Do I want to walk through the building first? I'll do that a little bit later. I'm going to take a look at the trains outside first, and then when I get a bit warm, I'll go inside. Because I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling all good to walk around right now. Oh. I've spotted the train I'm probably most interested in. I saw it on the website. It's a snowplow. Frickin' epic, bro. They got a snowplow. I've never seen a train. Well, no, I have seen a train like this once. Last time I was in Japan. Look at that. I wouldn't want to get caught up in that. No way, bro. Due to its high power output, the snow it threw caused damage to houses and utility poles. Wow, that's amusing. Oh man, that's so badass. I love snowplow trains. Awesome. That's pretty cool. That's pretty epic. And like the one I saw was like a freight locomotive. Like the one I saw that was actually still in operation was like a freight locomotive that was like really long. This one's short. Like it only goes from there to there. And it's really short. And then it has a pusher behind it. Oh, super cool. Super cool. Oh, I love it. And then we've got this other train over here, which is, I think this is a diesel electric freight train. Oh wow, these are still in use today. When was it introduced? Show us 61.3. I don't know when that is. Maybe a while back. Probably. And so, trains like this apparently still pull passenger trains on non-electrified sections. And so they've got, I think this is like a mail carriage maybe? Behind it? Maybe that's what this originally was? Let's take a look at what this is. So specifically for like pallets. So that's why it's got the doors like it does. I figured it was mail because it actually still has windows and stuff, and so it's like passenger that was converted to freight, which is that what it said it was? Passenger converted to freight? Yeah, okay, yeah, it was converted. That's why it has all the windows and whatnot. That makes sense. What is this? 154.7 tons. Bro. Still not quite as heavy as your mom, though. Got 'em. Look at those doors, though. They open to the outside. They don't slide in like a cubby. Oh, so one really big thing I forgot to mention about this place is that if you take a day course and multiple tests, you can actually drive a train. And I think that's what that is over there. I think that's the course where people are driving the train, which is pretty cool. I opted not to do that because it's pretty pricey, one, and two, it's like multiple days worth of stuff, and I just don't have the time for that right now. But it is very cool that the opportunity is there. So yeah, self-propelled train. Oh, we can see the cabin up there. Oh, pretty awesome. Super cool. The snowplow is still so cool. And we got a steam train right here too, with some carriages behind it. Let's go up the stairs. Looks pretty nice to me. This is not the steam train I'll be riding on today, though. I do want to acknowledge. Very cool stuff. Galaxy Express. Yo, that's fire. That's fire. Hell yeah. Whoa, wait. This was made way later than I thought it was going to be. Made in 1933, and they stopped using it in 1976. Holy crap. That's actually way later than I thought. Oh my goodness. And man, the mountains, like, in the distance really give this place just next level vibe for real. And I guess you can get photos in here. Stuff like that. Maybe that's like an old little trolley car they had on the rails for like maintenance or something. Or maybe it's a replica for kids. I've got no idea. Holy crap. They've got anime girls on the manhole cover. Oh man. Yes, sir. Alright, next up, I think I'll go down there and just loop and go back around and back up and back around and back up. I think that's going to be my plan, honestly. I love the stainless steel one right there. That's very cool. I'm a fan of stainless steel, like, countertops. But what about a stainless steel countertop train? That's pretty epic. I can't imagine the reflection in your eyes, though. Holy crap, that would not be very good. Oh, and there's the diesel. There's the diesel locomotive going. There it is. So it is a little bit of a smaller railway than not. I can't remember what the gauge they said was, but I feel like it was like 2 foot something for some reason. But yeah, there's the diesel. I guess this is the station for the train. I don't know where I'm supposed to buy my ticket at, so I'm gonna look in a minute once I'm done looking at some of these trains and see where I'm supposed to buy my ticket at. Interesting. So this was used for a tunnel in Kyushu and with stainless steel body to prevent corrosion from the salt water. Interesting. Makes sense. And they've got this one right here as well. Very cool. Looking very retro, looking very vintage, looking very good. Oh man, and you can actually really get to see the underneath as well. Gotta admit, this did a pretty good job at making it not rust. Made by Mitsubishi, maybe? Probably. And we've got a passenger car right here as well. Looks pretty nice to me. Not gonna lie. Yo, EF63-1 has its own anime girl. Yo, based. Hell yeah, brother. Love to see it. There's a bunch more trains over here. It doesn't look like we can go up close to them. But I think I can walk along that way and see them a little bit more up close if I want to. Though I have to exit to do that, so I'm not doing that at the moment. Here's another one of the express trains with the cab in that sort of position. And we got that one over there. EF63-2, or just 1-1. And then we got another locomotive over there. Very cool, very cool. Let's take a look at these over here. I think I'm gonna start with these right here. I love how I have the track bent, just like that, so it can't go nowhere, instead of just having like concrete block. Oh, this one's pretty cool. I like the color. There's an old one. Wooden floors, manual brake with the wheel. Oh, this is a mail car. The wooden pass. This is wooden. 1921. Oh, converted to a steel body in 1955. That makes more sense. I was like, this doesn't really look wooden. I'll acknowledge. So half of the class is third class passengers. The rest divided into room and luggage. It has a mail rack. I really like this car. This car is really interesting. 1920s. Not too bad of some seats, in my opinion. Seats ain't too bad, if you ask me. I guess if this door is open, that means I'm allowed to go like that, right? I figure. Very cool. Very cool. No complaints. Are they getting a steam train going? They might be, I'm not sure. I'm hearing some whistles. Oh yeah, no, it is going. Oh, they got it started up. Hell yeah. And there's the steam train I'm gonna be riding. Hell yeah, brother. I'm gonna go get my ticket for that in a few minutes, I do think. It's called the Green Breeze. I read up on it on this place's website, and I think, if I remember correctly, they said it was imported from Germany quite a while ago. Pretty cool. Ooh, and I can smell it too. I can smell it. Nice. Hell yeah, brother. Do I want to go and ride it now, or do I want to do that a little bit later? You know, I could sit down for a little bit. I'm gonna go take a look and see if I can buy my tickets over here, if I have to do it at the front. If I have to do it at the front, I'll just ride it a little bit later. If I can do it now, I'll go and ride it now. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. And it looks like he's greasing up the rails, I think, maybe? I'm not sure. Look at view from that side though, y'all. Beautiful view. So I think this is the first steam train that they're running today, I believe. And if y'all are gonna come visit here yourselves, do keep in mind that I think this only runs during the weekend. Let's take a look. 11 o'clock. So yeah, we got 5 minutes till it departs, and yeah, this is the first steam train of the day. Nice. Can't complain. Oh. And there's the train over there that I'm gonna buy a round trip ticket for that one and just take it all the way around. And I think that one I could just take to like a community center, and it's supposed to be like a scenic route. So I'm gonna try to do that right after this because that one only runs for like an hour for an hour or two every day. So if I don't ride that one now, I'm not going to. I think we're about to start moving in a moment. Very cool, very cool. So this is an 800-meter track, which I'm guessing is probably going to take 5 to 10 minutes to go around. Just a guess though, but I'm not sure exactly how long. Yeah, we're moving. Arigatou gozaimasu. So I think the next train I want to ride is the trolley train. It's the one that was passing by and I was like, oh, that one only runs for like 2 hours a day. I don't know where I got that number from. I looked at the timetable. That is not the case. It runs until 3 from like 10 on the weekends. So it definitely runs more than 2 hours a day, without a doubt. But that's the next one I'm going to ride. But since it takes you out of the park, I am going to take a look at the rest of this, well, park first. There it is, though. There's the steam train. Y'all know what this area reminds me of? Hanging Rock in North Carolina. That's what this area reminds me of. Guy from North Carolina can't stop relating every other place he goes to North Carolina. Everywhere looks like North Carolina. North Carolina has it all. Genuinely, though, very beautiful. Very gorgeous. Love to see it. Really does remind me of like Hanging Rock and like Lake Lear and stuff like that. Whoa, what? Tea on the train, bro. Yo, look at these. I want this for my house. That couch looks so comfy. But tatami floor on the train with like Traditional. What? Tatami floor on the train. That's wild. Oh man, oh man, apologies to this spider. I just run my head through a spider web. I didn't see him there. I think without further ado, I am gonna walk back down and I'm gonna go sit down in the shade, get me a drink and eat my lunch. I think that's my plan. I need to figure out how to get one of these benches in the United States. Not gonna lie, y'all. What is this thing? This thing's tiny. So this is used inside Shinkansen tunnels to like check the condition and everything, I suppose. That's tiny. That so 2 people in there, and I mean like, that's the width. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't even consider myself to be a claustrophobic person. Like, I'm okay walking through tunnels. I don't like walking through creepy tunnels, but I'm okay walking through tunnels. But I think that might be a bit too much for me. Looks like there's a seating area over here, though. So I can sit over here if I want to. I might do that. It's pretty empty. Oh, smoking area. Okay, bet. I found the smoking area. Nice. I'm gonna have one of those after I eat. So it was 180 yen for 190 milliliters of Coca-Cola for the glass bottle. It's pretty pricey, but it's also a glass bottle. And good news is I've got a bottle opener on this, so I don't have to worry about needing to ask somebody for a bottle opener. I'm gonna sit down right here though. And I'm just gonna chill out for a minute, I do think. Because I'm feeling a bit warm, I'll acknowledge. Oh, let me get out my tripod real quick if I can. Got my tripod out. Alrighty though. I'm feeling a little bit out of it. I'm feeling like, oh my god, I took my backpack off. My entire back, I'm just now realizing, is made of sweat. Holy crap. I'm looking forward to having a sip of this. I'm gonna go and get my bottle opener out, and I am gonna take a sip. Whew. No complaints. Let's get it. Absolutely no complaints on my behalf. Alrighty though. I think it's time for lunch. It's 11:39, it's lunchtime, but let's eat. I'm hungry. Overall though, what do I think so far of the Usui Pass Railway Heritage Park? What do I think of this place? Well, 700 yen entry, not bad at all in my personal opinion, especially for what you get here. Like, there's tons of trains you can just go look at. You can go inside a couple of them, not all of them by any means. And the attractions, like the steam train I rode on, and then they've got a trolley train as well, along with all the other miniature stuff. It's all extra, of course. It's not included in the ticket price. Frankly, but that's good. Yeah. Would I have to say that I'm enjoying myself so far? Absolutely. Wow, let me tell y'all what, I feel so much better. I seriously needed some food and to just sit down and enjoy a nice cold drink. This bench is not meant for somebody of my size. I'll acknowledge. There you go. Let's get going. Dr. Pepper here is 10 yen more than it is at the station, though. It is one thing worth mentioning. It's 150 yen here versus 140 there, but here we go. Smoking area. No complaints. And they got the OG best smoking seats ever. These plastic chairs are awesome for smoking in. Not gonna lie. And looks like the trolley tram is coming in. I don't think it's running until 1:10, so I have about an hour and 10 minutes until the next time it runs, if I remember correctly. So I will be taking it at that point, I do think, because by that point, I think I will have seen everything I want to see here. It is currently 11:59, almost 12 o'clock, and I have so far been in the park for an hour and a half. I'd say you can spend a solid 3 hours here if you're just by yourself and you really want to look at all the details of the trains and everything like that. But man, I gotta admit, this is a solid 8 out of 10 smoking area. They got seats, they're comfy, they got the ashtray right next to the seats, and I've got a beautiful view of the mountains in front of me, along with a couple trains, you know. A couple trains kind of over that way. Solid, solid. There we go, that was my smoke. Alrighty then. Let's get moving. I'll have to see what's in this building after I look at the rest of the trains. I think I'm gonna look inside this building now. We got miniatures right here. They got an ashtray in the cab. Fire. As it should be. I want my train driver smoking cigarettes while I'm in the back smoking cigarettes. That's what I'm saying. Gotta have the anime girl mascots, of course, of course. I love how they have the sides open so you can see the motors. Oh, that's loud. All the wiring, all the circuits. And this is something I haven't gotten to see at any other museum, like really up close and personal with the motors. Wow, that's super cool. This might be my favorite portion so far, besides the snowplow. Is there anybody in the cab? Oh. Oh, am I allowed to sit in the seat? Oh, yo. Oh, man, not much leg room. That would not be comfortable for extended periods of time. I absolutely love, though. Oh, there's an ashtray right here. Fire. Is there an ashtray for the driver? Because that's for the secondary. That's for the backup driver. I don't see an ashtray for the driver himself, though. He's probably just ashing out the window. It's got a window right here. Why wouldn't he just ash out the window, right? Might as well. Hell yeah. I want to give a massive shout out to the viewer who let me know that this place exists on my video that I made at the Railway Museum in Saitama. Shout out. Thank you so much for letting me know that this place exists, because I didn't know. And without your comment, I wouldn't have ended up over here. Very glad I had the chance to come this morning. Railway ties. I like the toolbox. That's nice. A little bit of grease. Ooh, I don't think I'd want to use it on my food though. Scale. There's another ashtray. Paste. Oh, that's a very pretty photo. So I guess, just based off of context clues, 1963 to 1997. Yeah, here it is. Oh, wow. And so there's two trains right there and the one in front of it. Those are helper trains to help the Limited Express get up the incline right here. The incline that, well, was here. Very cool, very cool. And yeah, the Usui Pass was originally rack and pinion, which we can see right here because it's got the teeth on the side. But it transferred to not being when they didn't need to use it anymore because they redid the slope. Very pretty. Look at that view. That's sick. Oh, I can go under? Oh, bet. Oh wait, this is one of the rack and pinion. This is a rack and pinion locomotive. Oh, sick. Oh hell yes, this is rack and pinion. Oh man, I gotta take a look underneath. I can't tell if they just washed it or if it's leaking. Oh yo, so they lower that down, I guess, when they need to have it pull it up. Oh, that's so cool. I've never seen like a rack and pinion system up close, and I just figured it was like a cog that just stays on it, but going up and down, like, I hadn't really thought of that, but like, it makes so much sense, because otherwise the train can only be used on rack and pinion, really. Oh, wow. That's cool. That's cool. That's really nice to be able to see up close and personal, I'll acknowledge it. Look at these chairs. Oh, these are fire. Looking at a literal piece of history right now. Can't go up, but that's alright. Look at that. ED42. And then we've got this one right here. Is this one rack and pinion as well? No, I don't think it is. Pretty sure it's not, at least. I think this is like something to help, like, oh, I'm trying to remember the right way to put it. Like, just seeing that down there, I'm like, is that to like push all the rocks, or, well, it's got a crane on it too. Well, I guess this is like a construction locomotive. Not electric, it's diesel. Got the engine up here, very cool. Diesel construction locomotives, diesel freight locomotives. They're so cool, I love them. The design kind of looks like this dude's giving everybody the middle finger, I'm not gonna lie. Loki. Very cool. Let's quickly stare, see what's up here after I take a look at this. Wait, hold up. I feel all powerful right now. I need one of these for my bedroom. Not gonna lie. Fire. Love it. Love it. I guess this is what they used. I've never seen one of these before, so this is what was used, I guess, before electronic boards for times. So it'll let you know where it's going, what time it's going to get there, what platform. It's really cool to see that, but I totally understand why they switched over to televisions, just because you can't show everything you want on there. You can't put insane amounts of variations on. And also, probably prone to bit breakage, if I had to guess. Oh, you can see up here. Nice. Oh, and they got a bunch of photos. Oh wow, yeah, it definitely gets busy every once in a while, that's for sure. So I guess this locomotive pretty much ran from when they electrified the Usui Pass all the way up until pretty much when they got rid of the rack and pinion. Up until when they got rid of the rack and pinion and they regraded the slope. Interesting. $12:24. I've got about 50 minutes until the trolley train leaves. It goes to like a community center and then it comes back. I'm gonna get a round trip ticket just so I head there and then I immediately head back afterwards. I think there's like 20 or 30 minutes from when it arrives there to when it leaves. So just show up, get off the train if I can, take a look around, and then get back on and come back here. Ride the train just a little bit. Oh, see, here's rack and pinion. Yeah. Very cool. Great photo. 66.7. So close to 66.9. Oh, and they have the. Oh, yo. They have it. Yo. Yo, anime girl. Another anime girl. Another anime girl. And then all three of them right there. So, she's got the whole steampunk look, I guess because she's the rack and pinion train anthropomorphized as an anime girl. I think that's correct. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. These are sick. I love like retro like tourism and advertising posters and all that sort of stuff. But here's an ad to be like, you can go walk through the tunnels that the past used to go through. That's cool. Hold up. Wait, so Cherry used to be a cigarette brand. And I believe it was actually Hayao Miyazaki's favorite cigarette brand up until the point where they discontinued them. And you're telling me that there were cherry train themed cigarette packs? That's pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. And then they've got, these are, Mine? I think it's spelled M-I-N-E. I don't know exactly how to say it, but these are really hard to find. You can only find them in duty-free shops today. And there's an ad for a pack of those as well. So, I don't know if I'm thinking of this correctly. Is that the building where the trains are today? It totally is, isn't it? Yeah, I thought I heard somewhere that that was that the building they're using was the old, like, repair shed. So that's Yokogawa Station. That's the building with all the trains in it. And so you loop around and that's where all the trains are today. And then this is the line. Oh, cool. So I guess this is the above view. So there's the station, the building, and this is where all the trains are today. But yeah, it didn't used to be like that. That's super cool. I really like that diagram. That's sick. So I guess that's how it wore down over time. So it used to look like that with the yellow, but then it wears down over time. That's what happens, metal on metal, right? Look at the drip, though. That's some drip right there. This plexi is very pretty. Very pretty, very clean design. I like that truck. Yes, sir. Very cool. I feel Coke. I'm gonna go look at the gift shop. Konnichiwa. Thank you so much.
ありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu. I spent a little bit longer in there than I planned on, I'll acknowledge. But I went ahead and bought myself a little tote bag. I have been holding off on buying a tote bag in Japan until I found one I really wanted, and I'd have to say I'm pretty satisfied with my purchase. It was 1,870 yen, and that's the design on it. Felt it, they had an example out, and it felt like pretty decent quality, so I can't complain. I will acknowledge. I am now gonna go ahead and put it in my backpack though, and I am very quickly going to have a smoke because in 10 minutes the trolley train leaves, and if I don't catch this one, I'm gonna have to wait another hour. And I've seen just about everything I think I want to see here right now, so I think I'm ready to ride the trolley train, I'll acknowledge. I just don't know where to buy a ticket. I gotta admit, I wasn't really expecting there to be all that much inside the building besides the gift shop and like a little rest area and stuff like that. And I was thinking, maybe some plaques talking about the history. But man, the little museum in there genuinely was so good. Like, I couldn't understand any of the signs, but just looking at the pictures was really good. And if I had been able to read Japanese, or if I had felt like translating every sign into English with my phone, then I'm sure it would have been even better. But absolutely fantastic, I'll acknowledge. No complaints on my behalf about the little museum they got here. I was tempted to buy some of their anime girl mascot merch, but I decided not to. I didn't see any pieces that I was fully committed to getting, so I held off and I just got the train merch. But no complaints on my behalf. I don't think I've got quite enough time for a full smoke though. Ain't no worries, I ain't stressing. Just want a little bit of nicotine before riding the trolley train, I'll acknowledge. But I think I'm gonna take one more hit, and then I'm gonna walk over there and try to find out where I get my ticket from. I rode the steam train. I looked at all the trains here. I went through the little museum they have. I looked at the gift shop, and now I'm about to ride the trolley train. No complaints on my behalf. I'm having a good time today. It's just a good chill day. It's a pretty chill area. I like it. It's a very pretty area as well. I should get moving though, so let's get moving. Konnichiwa. Arigatou gozaimasu. Sweet, sweet. I got my ticket, y'all. Bet. So you just have to go to the front to get your ticket. Very nice. Arigatou gozaimasu. Very nice, very vintage interior. Can't complain. Very pretty, very picturesque, I'll acknowledge. Very pretty. Wow. Such pretty landscape. Oh, and here's the up close of the trains. They're right here. Nice.
緑の道にある時が正常ですが、現在この架線は使用されておりませんため、本来の役割は果たしておりません。なおこちらのカラフルな架線中です。
So I'm not sure, but I guess this is like the old. Oh man, and look at this bridge. Whoa.
新東道と左下に見えてまいりました川は霧泉川です。この川の上流が
Got the stream down there.
奥の帽子
That's beautiful.
どうしたでしょうね。スリコで有名なボルムラ45年
So I guess this is like the old track for the Usui Pass, like going up to the path or going up to the pass. And this is like part of the track that they closed, but they've now repurposed into like a little tourist thing. It's 1,200 yen for a round trip. Not too bad. Not too bad.
現在、丸山変電所質問はご注意をお願いいたします。なお、折り返し分間の変電所は丸山通過になりますので。なお、折り返し分間の変電所は丸山通過になりますので。
So this is the old substation for this part of the Usui Pass line. No longer functional, I figure, because they're not really using this line anymore, and this is diesel rather than being diesel electric or just pure electric. Or no, it probably is diesel electric. But we can see some of the old track right here as well. So it used to be double track, now it's single track. Very cool. And they've just paved right over it. Oh man. How close am I to that bridge now? Oh, I don't think it's still a 52-minute walk away. I was like, okay, yeah. Maybe I'm like with a 20-minute walk from the bridge and I'll just walk back rather than like not walk back. Because I was like, there's 700 yen one way, and then you can do 1,200 yen for round trip. I decided to do round trip because I was like, I'll just go all the way there and then all the way back. And yeah, 52 minutes to the bridge and then all the way back. Okay, yeah, I'm okay on that. I don't have to go all the way to the historic bridge today. I'd like to, but it's not that big of a deal.
Wait,
we're still going up?
We're
going further up? Wait, what? Oh, I guess that was just like a stop. Wait, hold up. How far are we going up? Oh, wait, hold up. From the next station, it's a 34-minute walk. It's 1:23 right now. I didn't realize it went up that far. You know what? I might just get off at the next station and just make sure that I'm all good to do that. And then I'm just going to walk to the bridge because it's a 34-minute walk rather than an hour and a half. And I can walk an hour and a half back. It's all downhill. I just didn't want to walk an hour and a half there and back. Might waste a little bit of money just because I didn't spend 1,200 yen when I could have just done 700 yen, but it's only 500 yen, so I'm like, alright, you know what? Totally worth it. So this is the last stop on the trolley train. I'm going to make sure it's all good. I'm going to make sure I'm all good to not use my return ticket because I'm just going to walk back. Okay. I just wanted to make sure there wouldn't be any issues if I decided not to take the train back. I don't want anybody getting in trouble for leaving me behind when I bought a return ticket, so just wanted to make sure I clarified and said that I'm not coming back. Before my walk, though, I'm going to grab some water because I am almost all out of the bottle that I brought with me. So if I do want to take the train back, then 700 yen. But I think I'll just walk all the way back, because why not? But yeah, 1.9 kilometers to Megane Bridge, and that's where I want to go. Back to Yokokawa Station is 2.9 kilometers. So I'm going to be walking a combined, like, 5 kilometers. Not too bad. It says there's a lake on the way as well, so hopefully it'll have some pretty views. I'm just going to take a look around here, and before I start walking up to the bridge, I am going to take a piss, because I think that is probably something I should do. If I had to hazard a guess, probably a good idea to do that. But just taking a look at this building, this is a community center apparently, and it's pretty nice. It's a pretty solid community center in my opinion. I see a bench up here. I think I might stop at the bench, go ahead and reload the battery on my camera because it's running a bit low, and then I think after that I'm going to go take a piss and get moving. Would I recommend doing the trolley train? Yeah, I'd have to say absolutely. That was totally worth it for me, especially on a hot day like today. Like if it was winter, I might have been like, I'll just walk up. But even in winter, I think walking up, like riding up and then walking all the way back down is going to be the best bet. And I'm glad that's what I did today. Excuse me, I need to take a sip of water. I'm going to go and get my water bottle in the side of my backpack, and I'm going to reload the battery on my camera. Oh wait, there we go, it's recording. Alright, bet though, bet. I have changed out the battery, and it looks like it's going to be a 36-minute walk to the bridge, to Megane Bridge, which is supposed to be very pretty. Like, take a look at that. That's pretty in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to taking a look. And I'm thinking this bridge may serve as a good point to have my alcohol that I brought with me today. Because I've been looking for a spot to have a drink. I was thinking the museum, I was like, they sell beer, but they might not appreciate me bringing in my own alcohol. But I was like, you know, this bridge sounding like a pretty good place to have a drink. So, you know, I think once I get there, I'm gonna have to have my alcohol. It's warm today. I gotta stay hydrated after all. Alrighty though. Let's go. 100 yen, you can feed the carp. Oh, I almost tripped over the curb. We ball. Bet, just got out of the bathroom. No complaints on my behalf. Train's about to leave. It is leaving right on time, as we can tell. Well, I think it's time to keep moving that way. 36-minute walk, one way. And it looks like it's all uphill. No complaints. It's like probably one of the first bridges of the Usui Pass. So, yeah, it's gonna be all uphill, over a 6% gradient, but ain't nothing I can't handle. Man, look at this! Bro, the view just keeps getting better. Holy crap. Oh man, former Route 18. Right here, apparently. Reminds me of Boone, North Carolina. Kinda does remind me a little bit of Boone. And looks like we've got the first tunnel. The first tunnel. And so this is definitely tracking along where the old Usui Pass railway used to go through. This is about the width of a train track, I would have to say, so makes sense. But we've got the first train tunnel we're going to be going through. All right, it's looking dark, and it's looking very dark. It's looking extremely dark. I do have a flashlight with me today, and I'm glad I do. Getting closer to it, there is some lighting. But when I say some, I do mean some. Oh, it's not so bad once I actually got all the way up to it. Oh, you can tell just how old this tunnel actually is, though. Oh man, holy crap, it feels so good in this tunnel. It's so much cooler than out there. It's a pretty cool tunnel, though. It's nice. I like this tunnel. It's got lighting, which I'm very thankful for. If it didn't have any lighting, I would definitely be a bit creeped out, without a doubt. But No complaints on my behalf. It's got lighting, and it's a nice tunnel, I'll acknowledge. No complaints, no complaints. And now we've got the light at the end of the tunnel. My camera, oh, there we go. It's now focusing. There we go. Look at that. That's pretty. Nice. Got a wall right there. A little bit of a path, maybe going up to like the top or something like that. I don't know if I'm going that way. Sounds like there's a road though. There's power lines going overhead, and man, I gotta admit, when this pass was in action, holy crap, look at that! Those are like monoliths on top of the mountains over there. Oh my god. Whoa. That's super pretty. Bro, that's beautiful. Holy crap. When the Usui Pass Railway was in operation though, like genuinely, it probably was one of the most scenic railways you could get your hands on in this area. And I mean, like, I've seen some scenic railways. I mean, like, going to Lake Kawaguchi, that was beautiful. Even just coming here, just up the ways we went to the station we stopped at. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But the station I stopped at to get off to the railway park. I mean, like, the train ride up was gorgeous in the last half since we departed from the bigger station. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. But, I think this would, frankly put, if this rail line was in operation, it would absolutely take the cake. And we are out of the second tunnel. Very cool, very cool. Very cool, very cool. Oh man, look at that view. No cycling. No littering, no giving animals garbage, and no fires. Usui Lake, that way. Megane Bridge, that way. And it's 1 kilometer. Only 1 kilometer left. Okay. I wonder where Usui Lake is. I probably have to go down like quite a ways. Oh, and I can, oh yeah, it's literally right there. Genuinely, it's right there. Yeah, on the way back, I think I'm gonna have to stop by Usui Lake without a doubt. Beautiful view. Oh man, yeah, this is very pretty. Another tunnel. All right, what are we thinking? Oh, and then there's another one right after it. All right. Oh, and then there's another one. Holy crap, it's 3 tunnels back to back. Oh my god. None of them are super long, but it's 3 tunnels back to back. Oh yeah, no, this is so like Asheville Boone type of road. Oh yeah. Nah. Basically, this area in Gunma Prefecture is like Asheville or Boone in North Carolina. I keep thinking there's a car coming up behind me every time a car goes by on the road. That is not the case though. It just really feels like there would be cars on here, but there are not. Half a kilometer to the bridge. Probably be there once I go through these 2 tunnels. Nice, nice, nice. Not really too much of a view from this one, but it's still pretty. Little retaining barrier and drainage area. And another tunnel. And this one has a curve in it, so I can't see around it. Daigo. Joe tunnel. 5th tunnel. Alright, bet. Let's get it. There's a long tunnel. Dang. Oh my god, look at that. Whew. Man, so I guess I can go down there if I want to. It's far down though, I don't know if I want to go down, but I also want to get a photo of the bridge from down there. There's the parking lot. So I think most people in this heat, they're opting to drive rather than to walk. There's another bridge up there. Yeah, I'd have to say the view is pretty solid. I'd say the view is pretty nice. Oh, somebody got a Porsche Boxster up here. That's pretty good driving roads, it looks like. Let's take a look at the map. This is where we started. Rode the train up to there, ended there, and we walked from there all the way up to here. And so that's where we are now, and it looks like we can keep going and go out to there. I don't know what's right there, but it's tempting to complete the path and go the full way, I'll acknowledge. Tempting. Now, like I'm already here, I'd might as well, right? Yeah. Bet. I want to go down to get a photo of the bridge, but the question is, do I want to go all the way down and then all the way back up? Oh, I don't know. I think when I'm coming back, I'm going to take a look at the bridge from below. Wow, this bridge, this tunnel is so cool though. It feels so good in here. Ooga booga. I bet that scared y'all. I bet y'all were like, oh my god, jump scare. No. Y'all probably not. But big ball of moves. Hey, Michael Vsauce here. I think it's leaking somewhere right here. Where is it leaking? I don't want to get hit by water. Successfully avoided the water. And I was like, oh man, the tunnel, it's almost done, I see light. No, it's just an air hole. I see why they had pollution issues, because it's like, I think for like the first 30 or so years of this pass's existence, they were using, oh man, look at that. Oh wow. It's just a pass through. Oh, that's so cool. I love seeing that. Oh, that's awesome. Got the road down there. Hell yeah. But I think it was for like the first 30 years of this pass's existence, they were using steam trains, steam locomotives, and they suspended steam service earlier than they were planning on and electrified really early on because of the steam pollution. And you know, I kind of see why, or not steam pollution, sorry, smoke pollution from the steam train. I kind of see why, because this is an insanely long tunnel to be stuck in with a steam locomotive. I cannot imagine just how much smoke was coming through this tunnel. We are almost at the end of the tunnel though. Oh, that's bright. Oh man, my eyes actually adjusted to the dark. Oh my god. Even with my sunglasses on, that's still a bit bright. My eyes adjusted to the dark. I was in the tunnel for so long. Holy crap. Wow, it felt so good in there though. Man, that was an amazing temperature. No, my glasses. They're okay. We ball. Another tunnel. Another one. Another one. It's almost like this is a mountain pass. Who would have guessed? There might be a lot of tunnels. I will acknowledge though, like when I got to the bridge, I was still feeling like, okay, I'm a bit tired. I just kind of want to sit down for a minute and just chill. Like this hike, I'm all good. I'm not like, not good. But I was just kind of like, okay, with the heat, I kind of want to sit down and have a drink. And then I proceeded to not sit down and not have a drink and not drink the alcohol like I was planning on. And I proceeded to just continue walking, which I'm glad I did because I don't want to be up here for too long. It's going to be like a 2-hour walk back. No, maybe not, like hour and a half to 4-hour, 45-minute walk back probably. It's going to be easier though because it's not going to be all uphill, but it's still a walk. But I don't want to get stuck out here too late. So I'm kind of glad I decided to go to this next area just like immediately. But at the same time, needed somewhere to sit down for a minute. Ooh. Where are we coming out to? Where are we coming out to? I see what looks like another bridge, I think. There's another bridge. Sort of looks like. Oh my god, and then there's another tunnel. Holy crap. On the map it was showing like 5 or 6 tunnels, so yeah, no, that sounds about right. Nice. And yeah, I guess this is like another bridge, I think. Oh. Trees kind of obstructing the view just a little bit, but it's nice either way. 6th bridge. I'm pretty sure I've only crossed 2, but maybe there were more previously, and there just aren't anymore. This one's not kept up quite as well as the other one, but there's also no parking lot, which is probably why it's not considered an attraction, but they do still have these up to keep people from falling. Smart move. People do like to fall every once in a while. Alright, we're gonna keep going. I think the main thing that's killing me is that I decided not to stop at the benches I saw along the way, and now there's no benches to sit on. And so I'm just kind of messed over. I think there was mud dauber nests in here. My posture is bad right now. I've been leaning my neck too far forward. Okay, yeah, I'll acknowledge. I am ready to sit down. This hike is starting to take it out of me now. Oh my god, there's a bobcat up there. Holy crap. I am not gonna get super close, but there's literally a bobcat up there. Oh no, wait, no, that's not a bobcat. What am I saying? That's a monkey. I thought that was a bobcat, bruh. Bro's just up there, right like that. over there. I'm just gonna keep walking. If it was a bobcat, I'd be staying here waiting for the monkey to, if it was a bobcat, I'd be sitting here waiting for the bobcat to move, because I'd be like, nah, I ain't going anywhere near a bobcat. But a monkey, I'll just walk by him, I think. I hope. These monkeys can be vicious, though. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't try to attack me, because these monkeys, they are known to attack. Keep my eyes on them. Watching you. I'm watching you. I was watching him. I can't believe it was walking at us on like 4 legs, and I was like, oh man, it's a bobcat. No, it's not a bobcat, it's a monkey. I thought it was a bobcat because it didn't really have like much of a tail. It was just like a nub, and I was like, oh, bobcat, because it's just got a nub of a tail. But no, monkey. Now that I know there's monkeys around here, I know I gotta be careful not to put anything down that I don't want getting grabbed. So I guess this used to be another train station. Very cool. Oh man, and all the lines are still up and everything. Can't go through the tunnels though. Those are closed off. Look at that. Oh, what? I can't believe this. I can't believe, can y'all believe that? It is what it is. Wow, this is cool. So that's like the old disused station building, I guess, maybe? Or maybe it's down here. That looks more like a depot. I don't know. Wow, though, this is cool. Hell yeah. Oh, this is so sick. Looks like there's a monument right there. And some sort of, something up there. I'm not sure what that is. And looks like, I would reckon, there's still electricity coming through here. That does not look that old, not nearly as old as this building, I'll acknowledge. But would I reckon there's still electricity going through these wires? Probably not. They're just still up, just in case they ever want to use them again, I suppose. Which makes sense. Absolutely understandable. So is that actually the old station building? I don't think it was. Because apparently this was a station. But I don't really see much in the way of what a platform is. Maybe it's further down, or maybe that's the old station? I'm not sure. Let me look at the map and just see what this area is. The old Kumano Taira Station. Old Kumano Taira Station. That's what it is. Interesting. Man. This was totally worth coming all the way up here. Oh man, if I had missed this and realized afterwards that I had missed this, I would have been like, damn it, I should have done that. But I came all the way up here, and I am so glad I did, because this is so cool. Like, abandoned tunnels, abandoned building. Like, yes, this is still very much like maintained. Like, the grass is not 15 feet tall. If it wasn't maintained, it would be 15 feet tall. And it does look like they use these tracks probably every once in a while, just because there's not that many plants on them, frankly put. But they ain't open to the public. And so they probably just use it for like maintenance trains and stuff. And this just in general is just really cool to see. Like, abandoned train stations, abandoned industrial like infrastructure is really cool. Just urbex stuff in general is really cool. I'll be honest. Oh man, this is a cool view. I think I see a maintenance train in the tunnel over there. I'm pretty sure I see a maintenance train. I'm gonna zoom in on that real quick. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I see a maintenance train in there. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but I'm pretty dang sure I see one. Very cool, very cool. Very cool. Alrighty. Doesn't look like they want us to go any further this way though, which is a shame, but it is what it is. I guess the old tracks would have continued like this way, And those are the new tracks. These were probably the tracks with with the grade where they didn't need the rack and pinion. And then the old tracks were probably the rack and pinion grade. I'm guessing. Don't quote me on that. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I did no research. I'm literally just guessing based on context clues. And my game bridge, 1.3 kilometers, 25 minutes. Downhill, I don't know if that's about right, but uphill, I would say that's about right. There were some benches back over that way, so I think I'm going to walk back over that way and crack open my alcohol and have some water. And I think I am going to not go down here. Because if I go down there, I am not going to want to go back up. Oh, yeah, no. I am not going to want to go back up if I go down that. So I am going to walk back around. And I am going to go sit down on one of those benches and crack open my alcohol that I've been wanting for like the last hour and a half. Not going to lie. I've been wanting my alcohol. I'm going to go have it. I'm going to go have a sip of water first, though, because I do want some cold water real quick. But, big ball moves, you know what I'm saying? Man, this is so cool. Like the mountain right there, the abandoned tunnels. Oh, it's so sick. It's so cool. It's a shame you can't walk up any further, but I totally understand why. They don't want people ruining the infrastructure that they're still maintaining or getting hurt. And, I hate to say it, but if they didn't do this, even in Japan, people might start tearing it apart. You want to continue to enjoy the abandoned place in the future, you should probably keep it looking nice, or as nice as it can look. Man. Old sign, old like signal, but that plastic on it, that is pretty new. They are still maintaining this. This might not be used for through service anymore, but it absolutely still sees traffic every once in a while. I'm not sure what any of this says. So my question is, who did this station serve? Was it just a station for like hiking trails? Because there ain't no houses right here from what I can tell. I guess it would have just been like hiking trails and stuff. I wonder. Looks like there's stairs to go all the way up that way, but I don't think I'm doing that today. Very cool. Very cool. Like, how often do you literally get to walk in the middle of train tracks with these overhead wires? Not very often. That's how often. I got no complaints on my behalf. This is a cool spot, and I'm really glad I came up here. As I'm sure is obvious by now. I got no complaints on my behalf. And looks like there's a little shrine as well, from what I can tell. Well, very cool, very cool. I am gonna sit down and have my bev though. No complaints on my behalf. Alright, so today I'm gonna be day drinking at the old Kumen-o-Taira station in Gunma, Japan, which is an abandoned train station that is on the old Usui Pass rail line, which closed in 1997. I walked all the way up here from Usui Pass Railway Heritage Park, which was very good, I will acknowledge. And, you know, figured, hey, after a little bit of a hike, it took me about, I'd have to say, 50 minutes to hike up here, you know. After a little bit of a hike, why not have a little bit of a bev? So I've got a little bit of a Kirin grapefruit flavored Chew High with 5% of alcohol with me today. I bought it like 7:30 this morning, so it's not cold anymore, but it was cold at one time. It's 2:44 right now, just so y'all can know the time. Without further ado, let's get it cracked open and let's get to drinking. Yes sir, you know what I'm saying? That is not cold. That is not cold at all. But it is still quite refreshing. No complaints on my behalf, none at all. Overall, I gotta admit, this is a pretty chill spot to have a drink. You're at the end of the path. The only thing left to walk on is back down the way you came. So why not have a drink before you continue on? That's what I'm saying. I wanted to do, like, this is all gonna be one video. I'm not making two separate videos for, like, day drinking at this station and the rail and the rail video. I'm making it into one video because I want this to be like a little bit of a day trip video. I'll acknowledge. I've been really enjoying making this style of video where I go on a day trip and I just film the whole day trip. It's been so much fun to make videos like this. I'll acknowledge. But I was like, you know what? It would be funny if I did like the day drinking portion of this video, like I was doing a separate video for like the intro of this specific portion. So, you know, I had to do it. I had to do it to him. What can I say? I had to do it. It's a shame though that it actually has a sign up here saying no smoking, because if it did, I would actually have a cigarette. I actually would. But it is what it is. The bugs up here, though, they would be buzzing around my ear just a little bit. Ooh. Man, no. I absolutely, after that hike, in this heat, I was needing somewhere to just sit down and rest for a little while. And this absolutely is a great spot to do just that. No complaints. I'm just trying to clean my sunglasses real quick because they've been smudged for like this entire hike, and I just haven't felt like dealing with it, and now I do because I'm sitting down, and they're just like super smudged. I haven't cleaned them in like over a month, which is probably why. But there we go. That's a lot better. Wow, I can see color now. I meant to make that a joke, like when you get like earwax out and it's like massive thing earwax, you're like, man, you can hear color right now, because it's like a common phrase, I feel like, right? And so I was like, man, since I'm cleaning off my eyes, I'm like, I'm just gonna say, wow, I can see color now. Forgetting that I can normally see color anyway. It's okay. We ball. What can I say, you know what I'm saying? Big ball of moves. We got them different camera angles going, you know what I'm saying? Cheers, y'all. Whew. Good spot. Good spot. What would I rate this as a day drinking spot? You know, you can't smoke here. I have a sign up saying you can't. There's no ashtrays. And see, you know, it is going to be knocked down a bit just due to that. However, it's beautiful. The view over here is beautiful. It's really cool because there's the abandoned lines right here, the tunnels that are no longer in use most of the time. This abandoned building. The path up is great as well, frankly put. Overall, I mean, like, I would say this is like a very solid 8 out of 10 day drinking spot. Really only taken down by the fact that it says not to smoke here and that there are no bathrooms and no trash cans. So, 8 out of 10 day drinking spot, but, 8 out of 10 is not a bad rating by any means. It's still far above average. This is a great spot to have a drink, I'll admit. This is exactly what I needed, though, honestly, after that long hike. Like this, just sitting down, chilling for a minute, and just drinking some alcohol is like making me feel so much better. Like I was feeling a little bit light. Hiking up here. Like I was like feeling okay. Like I wasn't like, oh my god, I have to sit down. Like I could keep going, kind of thing. But the heat definitely started getting to me, especially as I continued walking, like on from the bridge. That was my original goal. Like when I continued, that's when it really started getting to me. The heat, that is. But No, this is nice. This is nice. I do have like an over 5 kilometer walk back. Actually, it was like another 1.5 kilometers here. So I have like a 6.5 kilometer walk back, or like 3 miles, 2.5, 3 miles. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too bad. I've done more. It'll go by quick because I have some alcohol in my system. Yes, sir. Man, and the bugs in the trees. I want to switch around. Yeah. Now we got a different. Oh, okay. The lighting isn't actually so great from that angle. I'm just gonna switch spots because I want to have the building in the background of one of the clips. So let me just switch the angle real quick. Had to do. Oh, I almost spilled my alcohol. Oh my god. Can y'all imagine if I spilled my alcohol? I need another sip of alcohol, just for that. No complaints, no complaints. I'm surprised nobody else has walked up here since I walked up here, though. Everybody seems to be walking down, which I find to be kind of surprising. I'll acknowledge. Like, it's not too bad. I mean, like, especially with the tunnels. Like, the tunnels make the hike so much easier. It's crazy. Like, it's a warm day. It's like 90, what degrees? I don't know how many degrees. It's 90-some degrees. It's, 96 degrees. It's 96 degrees. I didn't realize it was that hot, honestly. I thought it was more like 92, 93, honestly. Excuse me. That was really nice. It's warm today. It's a little bit warm. But the tunnels, like, I've hiked in warmer weather than this. I can hike in this weather. And it's really not that humid out here either, which makes it so much more bearable. But the tunnels make it even better. Because the tunnels you're walking through, and it goes from being 96, apparently, to being like mid-70s in a flash. Like a couple steps and you're into the mid-70s. Genuinely, the tunnels make walking through here so much easier. Without a doubt. Almost done my drink though. I probably got like 1 or 2 more sips left. I've been drinking a little bit quickly, but I also don't want to stick around here for too long, just because I got to get walking back. And it's 2:55. It's not particularly late by any means. However, it is a long walk back. And I wouldn't mind taking a look around the town a little bit before I leave as well. So, I think I am gonna have to finish off my drink in a moment and head back whenever I feel like it. Oh, excuse me. And I think on my way back as well, I'm gonna have to hit up that lake. I'm absolutely gonna have to hit up that lake. Maybe stick my feet in the water if there's a beach. If there's not a beach, I'm not gonna do it. But if there's a beach, an accessible beach, I might, keyword might, stick my feet in the water. Because that would feel really nice right now. Bet. I'm gonna take my last sip. Cheers, y'all. Yes, sir. No complaints. Had to make sure I got my money's worth out of the alcohol I bought You know what I'm saying? And, where's the bag? Now, apparently there's a liquor store in the town I came from. And, while it says liquor store on Google Maps, they might also sell, like, Chew Highs and Strong Zeros and stuff like that as well. And, if they do, I will be very tempted to get another one to drink before I leave, because I have 2.5 to 3.5 hours back home, depending whether I do or don't want to take the Shinkansen. Well, back home. I say back home. Back to my Airbnb. But I could probably go for some alcohol before I get back on the Shinkansen or on any train, honestly, because I'm just going to be sitting there for a fat minute. Excuse me. That was pretty satisfying. I don't think I'm taking the Shinkansen back, in all honesty. It was way more expensive than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like 2,000 yen. That's what Google Maps was kind of leading me to believe, but it ended up being like 4,000 yen just on its own. And then it was like another 1,000 yen. So it was like, total for coming here was like 5,000 yen. I don't know if I'm taking it back. I don't want to spend that money again. I'd much rather spend that money on tobacco and alcohol. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Well, I think I'm gonna get moving. I think I'm gonna walk back to that bridge, and I'm actually gonna go down. I want to take a look at the view of the bridge, like from the bottom. I want to see what it looks like. So I'm gonna take a look at it from the bottom. I'm gonna walk back up and keep walking back down the path. Excuse me. But first off, wow, I was like sitting down and I was like, I'm chilling. Like I got a little bit buzzed, but like I'm okay. Yeah, standing up. Okay, that 5% tall boy got me really good, especially since like I'm kind of hungry right now. I don't really have a lot of food in my stomach. Like that got me good, I'll admit. But man, look at this. This looks so cool. I love it. Oh man, this building is epic. Unironically. And I'm gonna look at the view in the background. Oh, it's nice, bro. Well, it is 3:04. It's gonna be over an hour and a half to get back, so I should probably get to walking. There's the little shrine right there, and another bit right there. Yeah, cool stuff. No complaints. I am very buzzed though, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Well, as much as I'd like to say we're going through that tunnel, we're not. We're going through that one because that one's closed off. And as much as I'd like to say we're going through that, no, I'm just kidding. I would actually prefer not to say we're going through that tunnel, because I'd really prefer not to go through either of those two tunnels. Let's get to walking. I am slightly buzzed. Man, absolutely without a doubt worth coming to. Let's get to moving. This has been honestly a way more full day than I envisioned. Like originally I was, frankly put, I was, oh man, wow. Just trying to position the camera correctly. I'm a little bit buzzed. I'm a little bit more buzzed than I realized, I'll admit. But originally I was just gonna go to the Usui Pass Railroad Heritage Park. And then I was going to go to the substation. I was going to walk to the substation. That was it. That was all I was going to do. Because I was just kind of like, I don't know if I can really fit any more into my schedule than that. And I was like, I don't know with the heat if I'm going to want to do any more than that. But due to the development in the fact that the trolley train goes like in this direction, I was like, you know what? I'm going this way. And I'm so glad I did. I've done so much more than I initially planned on, and it was such a good move. Look at that view, bruh. See, the great thing is, I mean, like, this path kind of started off where it was like really not that steep, but once you got to the bridge, it got a little bit steeper. And so this part of the path definitely made me a little bit more tired than the first part. But now I'm going downhill. It's so much easier. No complaints. think they literally have like a cooler in here. Because it'd be keeping like, otherwise everything right here would be so hot. But it's in here, so it's not. Honestly, understandable. They even have like seats where you just sit at the entrance of the tunnel. Like fire. Oh, that's why it's so cool, because it starts down there and then goes. Oh, so it's 36 meters. You go up. That's actually way more. That's way higher than I thought it was. 546 meters. Isn't that like half a kilometer? That's like half a kilometer. And so it goes up 36 meters. So the sign was basically saying that because it's so long and it goes up 36 meters, all the cool air goes down. And so it's really cool at the base. And it is really cool at the base. But alrighty though. We are going to walk down. Old Usui line. Here we go. Yes, sir. It's a little bit of a sign in English. Nice. So this is the Usui Arch Bridge. Third arch bridge from Yokokawa on the old Usui line. 1892. 2 million bricks. 91 meters long, 30 meters high. It is the largest arch bridge in Japan. Bro, what? Bro, actually? And like from the bottom it looks like a freaking Roman canal like viaduct thingamajig. I don't know how to put it. But sick, bruh. That's sick. Hell yeah. Oh man, I didn't know that. I was just like, man, pretty bridge. Let me take a look. So yeah, we were up there, we came back down here, and then we're gonna walk down. So let's go do that. And we're gonna enjoy going down, but not enjoy coming back up. That's for dang sure. Oh, and there's something down here. I've been like hella paying attention to these stairs, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I am buzzed enough where like if I don't pay attention, I will trip and fall and slam my face into the ground. Okay, maybe I'm not quite that buzzed, but I just don't feel like tripping and falling. Even though I don't think I'd slam my face in the ground, I don't feel like getting scabs on my hands. I've had it happen before. I don't want to happen again. I'm a-okay. There's not as many stairs as I thought there were going to be. I thought it was going to go down way... Oh, wow. That's really pretty. Oh, that's sick. That's fire. It really looks like a Roman viaduct. Except not Roman. And made in the 1800s. Not in the Roman times. What's this way? They got something over here. I don't know what this is. And they got a road. Well, that's not my focus. My focus is over here. So let's walk over here. And I'm going to go over to the parking lot because I want to see if they have a smoking area. And I'm going to take a look at the bridge from a distance overall. Man, that's really cool. This is really the largest arch bridge in Japan. Like, what is the definition of arch? Like, there's actually no arch bridges in Japan that are bigger than this. I mean, it is a big bridge, I'm not going to deny, but I'm just surprised that it's the biggest. It's fire. Fire, y'all. It is a very pretty bridge, I'm not going to lie, y'all. It's very pretty. I got no complaints. 1800s. I can't believe this was actually made in the 1800s. Like, what? I mean, like, I know the Usui Pass was first opened in the 1800s. And I know there was a lot of big industrial projects going on at the time. But, I don't know, it's still crazy to me. I think it said there were, like, bathrooms over here or something. Not that I need to take a piss, but... I don't know, this is just a parking lot. Well, somebody's doing some moto camping. Well, this really is just a parking lot off of a mountain road, though. Being down here, this reminds me even more of like the roads that are kind of like near the Blue Ridge Parkway but aren't the Blue Ridge Parkway. Man, that's a good view. Look at that. Oh man, and a BMW Alpina going way over the line as well. Oh yeah, no, this is Blue Ridge Parkway vibe right here. Alpina going all over the road. Yeah, this is Blue Ridge Parkway vibe. Because Blue Ridge Parkway, everybody's going all over the road. They cut in the corners like hell. And parking on the side, and all the roads near the Blue Ridge Parkway are kind of similar, with people cutting corners and everything like that kind of thing. This feels like Boone and Asheville, Blue Ridge Parkway area. That's what this feels like, for real. Guy from North Carolina says everywhere feels like North Carolina. Yeah, what a surprise. Hey, gotta do it. I wouldn't want to park there, though. I feel like I'd get stuck. That's probably why nobody's parked there. But yes, without a doubt, this is a beautiful bridge. I had no idea it was built in the 1800s, although thinking about it, it makes a lot of sense. Because otherwise, well, the Usui Pass wouldn't have been open at that time, frankly put. All of these stairs about to kill me, though. Okay. Okay. All right. We ready? Whew. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, wow. 120 steps. Honestly, not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but still got me good. But man, it was worth coming back up here because now there's nobody up here. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. And I'm just gonna take a sip of water real quick. Those stairs did wipe me out. I do need a sip real quick. Oh! My camera almost fell. Whew. My goodness. Oh man. Genuinely, I cannot believe it's only 3:48 in the afternoon. I don't wake up like mid-afternoon, but I don't wake up early either. And, well, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I don't wake up at 5:45 in the morning and get out of the Airbnb by like 6:45 most days, like 7:15 most days. It's like getting over here so early. It's just like my internal clock is like messed up, I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like it's like 5, 6 o'clock right now, probably, maybe even 7. Like my internal clock is without a doubt a little bit messed up right now, but not in a bad way, I'll acknowledge. It's in a good way, because it's actually a lot earlier than I think it is, which means I have even more time to do the stuff that I want to do. Beautiful view, very pretty. There is a stream down there without doubt, and that is, yeah, you know, I'd say pretty far down. I'm gonna keep walking, and I'm gonna go through this next tunnel. I think I remember seeing a monster in the vending machine at the very bottom of the trail where I started. I might low-key buy it. I might low-key do that. Just low-key do that. I might low-key do that. Because I'm just feeling like having some caffeine right now. I could totally go for some caffeine. I'm like, why not? I'm having a day trip. Why not go for some caffeine, right? Man, I gotta admit though, walking down, walking up really wasn't too bad. It was easier than not. And I would describe it as being an easy hiking trail. Hiking trail, without a doubt. It's more like a paved greenway with a loose surface, but coming down is even easier. And the tunnels, even if they're shorter than the last one, they do still feel really nice because they just are cooler than outside. That's just the fact of the matter. "10 minutes to the lake. Big bet." Sounds like a plan. I guess there's like a little lodge or something up there. Or maybe it's just somebody's house. There's cars there after all. It says it's open. Maybe it's a restaurant. I'm not sure. It's something. It says there's a toilet over here. So I'm gonna go down. Oh wow. I'm just seeing it through the trees. Oh, and there's another arch bridge over there. I'm not going over to the other side of the lake, not right now. But it is quite pretty over here, I'll admit. Look at that view. My goodness. Oh, yo, we got the bridge over there too. This is doing some construction or something. I don't know if I can stick my feet in the water right here. I don't know if I want to either. It looks like there's a lot of sticks in there. Ooh, I'm thinking that's gonna be a no-go on sticking my feet in the water. I'm looking in and I'm seeing stuff I don't want to step on. You know, it is what it is. I was thinking, you know, if there's a beach and it looks really nice, I'll stick my feet in the water, but this is not a beach and it does not look very nice to stick my feet in. So I am not going to do that. Let's head over to the bathroom, which is right over there. Do they have a vending machine as well? Maybe. Oh, they do. There's a vending machine. Let's get it. I'm going to see what they have at the vending machine. And, I'm not going to lie. This van is fire. I really like this van. Like, I've seen photos of these online, and they're sick, and they are just as good in real life. Super nice. They got a monster in the vending machine. Tempting. I don't really want a monster with sugar in it though. Do they have a sugar-free monster by any chance? No, it's only monster with sugar. Oh no, and the selection. Oh man. Ooh, they do have melon soda and ginger ale though. Tempting. They do got monster as well. What am I thinking? What do I want? What am I thinking? What do I want? I want something. I want something. I did say I wanted a monster, but I don't really want a monster with sugar in it. Ooh. I mean, I'm gonna go for the monster. You know what? I'm not backing out. I'm gonna go for the monster. Before I buy it though, I am gonna go to the bathroom, and I'll see y'all in a minute. Well, bet, I've made it out of the bathroom. I'm gonna go for a monster, and I'm gonna sit down and drink it, and then I'm gonna get moving again. I think that's gonna be my plan right there. I'll acknowledge. First off though, I need to get some change out of my backpack. I actually do have, yeah, wow, I'm actually all good. I have 253, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 300 yen in I had 300 yen in my pocket, and I didn't even realize, I'll admit. Wow, perfect. Let's get a monster. I'm good for a little bit of caffeine. 230. Perfect. There's my monster. Perfect. Let's get it. No complaints on my behalf. Hell yeah, brother. What is this, 12 fluid ounce or something? I'm not sure. Big ball of moves. Man, that being cold feels so good in my hand right now. Let's get it. Monster from the vending machine at Usui Lake. Hell yeah, brother. Well, I'm not just gonna stay over here though to drink my drink. I'm gonna go over to the dam as well and take a look at that. Looks like you can walk all the way around, but I'm not going to. That's a bit too much for me to want to do right now. But I'm gonna go over to the dam and take a look around at it and just see what the view is like off the top of the dam, which I figure it's probably gonna be pretty solid. Real quick. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to actually use my bottle opener. That is way too much for my finger. This building right here with some sirens, maybe flood warning or something. Oh, and there's benches. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Oh man, and look at this view with the benches. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's gorgeous. I'm sitting here. Oh man. That's nice. The coldness do be hitting. The coldness do be hitting from the monster, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hell yeah, brother. Whew. That's nice. This, I gotta admit, this is a oh man, 9 out of 10 bench? Nah. The spot itself is a 9 out of 10, but this specific bench is a 10 out of 10. Oh man, that caffeine is hitting though. I'm like ready to get up and move. Oh my goodness, wow, that is doing wonders. Okay, yeah, I'm actually really glad I got this rather than, I was like 50-50 on like Monster or melon soda. But I was like, I said I wanted Monster, and I was like, I'm gonna get a Monster because I said I wanted Monster, and I'm so glad I opted for that because I can feel the caffeine already. It is hitting, and I am feeling better. I will acknowledge I'm already feeling better. Feeling a lot less tired, feeling a lot more ready to go. Well, let's put my trash in my backpack and let's get moving. Oh, alright. And perfect timing as well because, excuse me, it's gotten sunny all of a sudden. Excuse me. And so now it's gotten a bit warm here. But that's alright, that's alright. That's perfectly fine because I just finished off my Monster anyway. Alrighty. I want to take a look at the top of the dam real quick. And then after that, I am going to get moving because I need to keep moving. If I stop for too long, I will be stopped for too long. Oh man, it goes down just a little ways. Goes down just a little ways, I'd say. I'm gonna have to say I would prefer not to drop my camera down there. But overall, great view. I mean, like, look at that, y'all. That cliff face, beautiful, gorgeous. And there's like tons of dragonflies in the air over here. Dang, bruh. I don't know if y'all can really see them on camera, but they zoom in. Dang. They're thinking this is the Cenozoic. Huh, big brain moves. I don't even know if that's the right, like, thing for giant dragonflies, because there were giant dragonflies at some time in the world when the oxygen was really high, but, like, not anymore, and that's why they're small now, but they were like, really big then, because the oxygen levels were so high. And I don't know if that was the Cenozoic. Cenozoic. I don't think it was. I think it was before the Cenozoic, but I don't know the name. I wouldn't want to mess with hawk-sized dragonflies. If not, even bigger than that. That would be kind of scary. And a beautiful view this direction. That cliff face. Gorgeous. Gorgeous cliff face. Yeah, I got a burp. Well, maybe not. Maybe I don't got a burp. Maybe I don't got a burp. Not sure. Well, this is the way around the lake. I'm not going all the way around the lake today. Oh my god, and that's where I came from. Yo, I've now actually got a view of where I came from. Gorgeous. Well, I need to keep moving. I genuinely, I mean, like, all up and down this path, I could sit there all day and just hang out and look at the view and just enjoy myself. But I don't have that luxury. So I'm gonna keep walking, and I'm gonna go back up the path, and I'm gonna walk down to the station I got off at, and I'm gonna try to keep walking for as long as I can. Until I need to take a break, then I'll take a break. I'm not going to push myself that hard. Oh. Car coming down. Don't want to get smacked by a car. I'm okay, to be honest. And here's the path. Big bet, big bet. Let's get it, let's get it. Back down we go. Oh, just climbed a hill, and now we're going back down a hill. Whew. Glad we're going down a hill and not up. I think one of the really big charms of this path is that it's like every time you exit the tunnel, it's just a new view. And so you're just like, oh my goodness, holy crap, it's so beautiful all over again. Like if you're hiking, you're like, oh man, that's pretty, that's pretty, that's pretty, but you keep hiking and you're like, okay, I keep going kind of thing. Oh yeah, but it's like you exit the tunnel and you're like, oh my god, it's so beautiful all over again. And that's honestly like one of the, I feel like the unique things about like this path. Like, I've driven through tunnels, I've taken trains through tunnels before, but actually hiking on a path with like this amount of tunnels, I've never really done that before. I don't think I've ever done that before, frankly put. And so it's one of those things where it's a new experience, and I feel like that's why I'm kind of being like, whoa, right now. But good spot, good spot. 4 out of 4 day trip. 10 out of 10 day trip. Great time, great time. And we have nearly made it back to where the train left me when I first got to this area. Wow, Got here at like, I think it was 1:30, because I got on the train at 1:10, that's when it left, and then got here around like 1:30, left around 1:40. So I started walking probably around like 1:40, 1:45. It's now 5:01. 5:01. 5:02 now, actually. It's actually now 5:02. But I don't believe there's any more trains running today. It's 5:03. The railway park is closed. They close at 5. So no more trains, so I'm gonna have to walk all the way back to the station. I can't be taking the train all the way back. Not that I was planning on it anyway. I was gonna walk all the way back anyway, but I can't do that. Literally physically can't, because it's not running anymore. But I think we just need to continue down this path, I'm guessing. Probably. .7 kilometers. Not too bad. Should be able to get there before sunset, I'm thinking. Especially since it's all downhill. And now that I've got energy, I don't really feel like I need to take a break anymore. So I'm frankly vibing. I'm just vibing and walking, honestly. I'm having a good time. This tunnel is a bit low though. It is actually very low. And this other tunnel, that other tunnel, I wonder where that goes. It doesn't really look like it's used too much anymore, but it's definitely still used because it's not full up with stuff that makes it look abandoned. But definitely not used as much as it used to be. Oh, and they still have the lines up for the electricity right here, and I guess this is where, yeah, this is where another old track used to run. So, yeah. Was this the original track? Wow, and they've still got the lines up for this track as well. Oh, that's cool. See, I'm literally walking along an X track, and I think this, I mean, like, just looking at the lines on that side, they're far newer than the ones on this side. So I'm guessing that this might have been the original Usui Pass line, especially since it's single track. Maybe, I don't know. Because the other one over there, I don't know, maybe this is like single track and that is the double track. I don't know. There's a lot of unknowns going on right now, but either way, can't complain. The lower I get in the mountains, the slightest bit warmer it's getting, and it's definitely getting more humid. It was definitely less humid when I was higher up on the trail, without a doubt. It's definitely gotten more humid now. And with this level of kudzu, you know, I'm gonna have to say, I mean, like, what is this, North Carolina? Y'all know it. Had to do it again. I think we're coming up to the old substation already. Sweet. Nice. I think I see it over there. That's actually a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. It's hard to believe that my original plan for today was to just go to the railway park and the substation right here, and then to have a drink sometime thereafter. That was my original plan, and I am, frankly put, very surprised that I ended up doing far more than that. I really was not expecting to do nearly as much as I did today, but I'm so glad that I did. Absolutely fantastic time, no complaints. This really is a cool structure, I'm not gonna lie. It's very old school industrial, and I am a fan of that, I will acknowledge. No complaints on my behalf, none at all, none at all. Man, the view in front of me with this bridge though, gorgeous. And they do have flashing red lights on top of that bridge. I guess gotta make sure no planes or helicopters hit it in fog or just in general. Understandable. There we go. I can see trains in the distance. We are almost back. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad the path is about to end, because holy crap, I am a little bit tired. I'm gonna be sleeping pretty well tonight, without a doubt. My goal for the moment is to, if the liquor store is still open, I'm gonna try to grab some liquor. Well, I actually don't want to grab liquor. I actually want to grab a chew-high. I have bottles of whiskey back at my Airbnb I need to finish. So I don't want to get another bottle of liquor. But I would like a chew-high for the train ride back, or just to drink here and then enjoy the buzz on the train ride back. And I want to find a smoking area, which they might have one at the liquor store. Because some liquor stores have ashtrays out front and whatnot. The liquor store might be closed, but they could have alcohol vending machine. It's possible. So, figure I'll go see if I can find it and take a look around, and if they have what I need, then I will be happy. Wait, these are rack and pinion. Those are rack and pinion. They welded all the rack and pinions together to make them into a grate. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. Rack and pinion grate. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wow. I like that. That's neat. All right. Alcohol, smoking area. And, yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Oh, they have the lights on the trains as well. Do they only turn on at night, or were they on during the day and it was just so bright I couldn't see? I'm not sure. I wonder. The cliff face just jutting out above, that, it really sells the deal. If y'all are wondering whether you should come to the Usui Pass Heritage Railway Park, or Railway Heritage Park, if you like trains, yes. If you like pretty nature, yes. If you like the mountains, yes. Basically, yes. Unless you don't like anything you saw during this video today. I had a good time. And, while when it comes to railway museums itself, I do think the railway museum in Saitama still takes the cake. This is still extremely solid. It's less accessible, but it's extremely solid, extremely pretty, and you can come here not just for trains, but also for the view, for hiking as well. So you gotta hit up the trains in the morning and hit up hiking in the afternoon, or vice versa, which I think is lit. I think that's fire, frankly put. So, solid place to head to on multiple fronts, if you ask me. Somebody's got their car parked in there now. That's too funny. Oh, do they do camping? Somebody's got a tent in there. Oh, they've got a bunch of tents set up. Do they do camping? Like, at the railway park? What? Okay, that's fire. Camping at the Railway Heritage Park. That's pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. Is this a bathroom right here? I gotta take a piss, I'm not gonna lie. That is a bathroom right there. Well, I've gone ahead and taken a piss. I threw away some of the trash in my backpack at that garbage can as well. And I'm feeling much better now. Just sat down for a second, took a piss, threw away some garbage. I'm feeling better. So now I think it's time for me to continue moving just a little bit more. Now it does say over there, no smoking. Maybe there's a smoking area somewhere around here though. So I'd might as well check, because I want a smoke, frankly put. I could absolutely go for a smoke right now. So I want to look around and see if I can find one. And oh my god, based. Holy crap. Early 90s Corolla wagon on steelies with some thick ass tires. Holy crap, that's fire. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, that's so fire. That's so good. I love it. Oh man, that's such a good car. That's such a good car. I am a big fan. Not as big of a fan of these as I am of W123s, but I do still love my 90s Corollas. Both the sedan and the wagon both hold a special place in my heart. They're both so fire. So sick to see. Love it. Love it. Alrighty though, where's that liquor shop? There's a vending machine, there's a cigarette vending machine, and there's an alcohol vending machine. Mission accomplished? Maybe. Cigarette vending machine. What do they got? Echo, Wakaba, Echo cigars and Wakaba cigars. Mason Cabin 5, 8, 1, Caster 1s, 7 stars, Mevis Gold Impact. Ooh. Mevis original lineup. Bunch of Larks, old warning labels up here, and some Mevis premium menthol frozens. Nice. Good selection. They do have a smoking area. And this does appear to be on. So I'm gonna get me one of those, I think. And I'm gonna have me a smoke right here. It says no 500 yen and no bills. I have not enough in my pocket. Alright, let's see if it'll sell me some alcohol. Got 200 yen, and I'm gonna feed it in. Oh no. Oh no, it gave me both. It only registered one of them though. So we're gonna feed it in. 100 yen. And feed it in. 200 yen. Nice. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Now for y'all wondering, this is actually not legally required. It's actually not a legal requirement for alcohol vending machines to have ID scanners in Japan. Now it is a legal requirement for cigarette vending machines to have ID scanners, but alcohol vending machines, not the case. So while a lot of them do, some of them also don't. And this is warm. It is not cold, but that's okay. It is what it is. Is beautiful. Glad I was able to get a drink at a vending machine. And glad they got an ashtray here. Well, whew, that was a good move. I'm so glad I decided to find the liquor store. Glad I decided to get me some alcohol. I'm just drinking the same thing I was drinking a little bit earlier. This is just a small boy can rather than being a big boy can. Still 5% grapefruit flavored. Excuse me. Kirin made Chuhai. Very good. Shout out to this liquor store. They got ashtrays out front, and they got an alcohol vending machine that requires no ID. As said, that's perfectly legal. I didn't even know that until a couple days ago when I was like looking up like the legality of it, because I was like, I found more than one alcohol vending machine that doesn't require ID. But I thought it was like the law, and it turns out that it's not the law, and I just assumed that it was. So I just hadn't tried to buy alcohol at a lot of vending machines because I just assumed I couldn't. But like, you can. At some. Some do require ID, but some don't, which is honestly awesome. But yeah, it's not the law in Japan to have an ID scanner on alcohol vending machines, which is very interesting, I will acknowledge. And here's the training trains that they have. Got a little caboose. Got the train right there. Very cool, very cool. It's so cool that you can like literally take a course and then drive a full-size train here. Honestly, awesome. And the view, awesome. That liquor store, I didn't go inside, but awesome. Because they got an alcohol vending machine that has an ID reader, but it doesn't do anything. And I was able to buy some alcohol from there. No complaints on my behalf, I'll acknowledge, none at all. Looks like this is the old line. Just goes right over there. Just gonna walk this way. Excuse me. Whew. I'm tired. I'm wiped. The heat, the hike, everything combined has made me quite worn out, but in a good way. I feel accomplished. I feel like I got a lot done today. I explored a lot, took a look around, had a great time. No complaints on my behalf. Genuinely, no complaints. Absolutely a 4 out of 4, absolutely a 10 out of 10 day. No complaints on my behalf. I will acknowledge, and certainly helped by this beautiful view. I just now realized there's an ashtray right behind the vending machines. How did I not notice that? I was literally sitting right there. How did I not notice the ashtray sitting right next to the vending machines? I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video today. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, where I, traveled 3 hours to ride a steam train in Japan. Of course, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And until the next one, stay safe in peace and have a great one. I'm going to head back to my Airbnb, and I am going to have a great rest of my night. Hope the same for y'all. Appreciate y'all watching. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?